It has been a busy weekend indeed. We had the sealed Ravnica Allegiance, we had a draft Ravnica Allegiance, and now I'm going to do the third pre-release event this weekend, which is Ranked Draft Core Set 2019. My name is Justice, my handle is Sarkantuna. Let me actually hide my camera so that you guys don't miss out on any of the cards for this ranked draft that I'm about to do here. Now, this is a Core Set 19. It's a little different than Ravnica, Guild of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance, in that you don't really have to draft guild specific. In those two sets, you kind of want to do that. So I do have my draftsim.com up and ready to go. I'm a little more familiar with this set, just because I played this on paper. I did a pre-release event for it, and it's a core set, so there's not a unique ability to it. And unlike other drafts, I've got some gems saved up from all the work I did previously, and I did buy some. So I'm going to use gems this time instead of gold and save my gold to open packs. That video should be tomorrow. I should be able to get like 36 packs open tomorrow. And what we'll do is spend gems, get into the draft, and we will get going. Let me make sure everybody can see this stuff. Yep, good to go. Alright, pack 1, a Magistrate's Scepter. It's not terrible. Horizon Scholar is strong. Millstone's not good. A bookcase, a trusty pack beast. Goblin Instigator, shock is good. Trumpet Blast is okay. Dwarven Priest is okay. Let me look at the difference between Horizon Scholar, though, and shock. I think we're on Horizon Scholar, but I do want to be sure here. Looks like none of those are in the top tier, so this is not a great pack. That's fine. It's fine, right? Yeah. Shock is in the top 100. Horizon Scholar is slightly worse than that, and then Magistrate's Scepter is probably going to be, oh boy, down closer to 250. Yeah, this is not a great start to the draft here. So let's go with, well, I'm going to go with whatever color I feel like. Horizon Scholar is the highest rated card in this pack. Let's grab it. Poison Tip Archer is very strong. Don't know why that survived, although it must have been a good rare here. Yep, we're on Poison Tip Archer for sure. Gallant Cavalry is pretty good too, but for now I like Poison Tip Archer, and then it opens up green and black colors. Yeah. Skeleton Archer's good. Hired Blade's pretty good. Ravenous Harpy's also not terrible. Anticipate's okay, but just okay. Yep, let's grab the Archer. Yeah, I think we're going green and black here. I think that's what this is telling me. I like Bristling Boar. Can't be blocked by more than one creature, so can't be gang blocked. I like Colossal Dreadmaw also. 6 casting, 6/6 with trample, but it can wait. I don't think anybody's going to be in a rush to grab it. Vampire Neonate is not good. Okay, Bristling Boar. Titanic Growth is really good. Desecrated Tomb is not good. Not good. Rogue's Gloves is cool. You can put Rogue's Gloves on. Well, that doesn't do damage, it loses a life, so it's a different thing. Grab Titanic Growth. That's a great combat trick, and I love combat tricks. Isolate. Boo. I think we're on Blanchwood Armor. Blanchwood Armor and some enchantments or some flyers. Sneak them through. Just +1/+1 and trample, though that's not bad. Let's grab I think I like a lifelinker here. Abnormal Endurance is cool because it comes back to the battlefield. So it's either Child of Night, though I do need creatures, right? So creatures are important. And they're all creatures so far, so I'll grab the endurance while we have it. Oh, I like Stitcher Supplier, but not for draft. Not for draft. We'll grab the Daggerback Basilisk. Death Touch is terrific. Mind Rot's not bad late either. The original pack, Sovereign's Bite, is not ideal. But there's really not much else here. Trumpet Blast often doesn't find a very good use. I'm going to grab the Sovereign's Bite. Why not? Well, we'll put Horizon Scholar in the sideboard. I like where this is going. We'll definitely grab another Bristling Boar. Always good to have more creatures. Wall of Vines or Naturalize? We'll go with... it's got Reach. I'll go with Naturalize. Nope. Another Naturalize, because why not? We will take a Gearsmith Prodigy off the table, and we'll get stuck with a Root Snare. Hey, and a Forest. Okay, we'll take the Vivian Reed faux show. This is even if I didn't love Vivian Reed to pieces here, and I do, Vivian Reed is rated as the 6th best card in the set anyways. So obviously we grab Vivian Reed, fits into the deck. This is terrific.
The wild wasn't meant,
and that's like my third in my own collection anyways. Fraying Omnipotence. Nah, not good. Oh man, Luminous Bonds. Plague Mare wins, right? I think Plague Mare wins with the deck list we're building in this case. Otherwise, Luminous Bonds is fabulous. Yeah, we got to go with Plague Mare. Amulet of Safekeeping. What would a lucky pull Vivian was? Oh, you know, I should take those. Well, doesn't matter. Drafting against bots. Picking Heroic Reinforcements so nobody else can use it is a good strategy in life sometimes. If you know, if you're not playing with your friends or whatever. Elvish Rejuvenator is pretty good too. Yeah, I think that's what we're on, is the Rejuvenator. We'll play with that. Prodigy goes away. Brawlbash Ogre. No, Divination's kind of cool. Ooh, Marauder's Axe. This is strong. I need the removal. Man. So I think Marauder's Axe is rated higher than Strangling Spores. I'll double check. Oh well. It's 164th in the set. Nope, Strangling Spores is also rated higher. Okay, cool. This Marauder's Axe works really well in this set, but Strangling Spores is good for me because I need the removal also, with just where I'm at with the deck list I'm building. I don't mind Rapid Bite so much. I know a lot of people don't use it, but it's like they fight without your creature losing. Infernal Scarring is interesting. I don't have too many flyers, so I'm going to grab a Rapid Bite and call it a day. A little more removal. Rock's Oracle is nice because you get that card draw. I also don't have too much in the top end for... Well, I got a lot of 4-drops, don't I? Yeah, we'll go with the Colossal Dreadmaw. Epicure of Blood is cool. Nope, I'm thinking of the one that flies, not Epicure of Blood. Abnormal Endurance isn't terrific. Bristling Boars? How many Bristling Boars can I... Well, I'll run them. That's fine. Ooh. Recollect? I know it's Recollect, but it acts like a Recollect. A Picture of Blood is a 4/4, and that's pretty strong. Or another Dreadmaw. Duress on the surface sounds good, but it really doesn't end up helping you very much. Well, let's go with the Dreadmaw. I like the trample effects much better. Gift of Paradise is cool. Okay, we'll do a 2-headed zombie. Because it's a little cheaper. Or, well, Lava Axe is nice too. Yep. We're on another two-headed zombie. Everything's going to cost 4 in this. This is going to be expensive. Child of the Night. Why don't we pick up a Duress just to play with it? Infernal Scarring, thank you. Wall of Vines. These aren't going to make it. Tolarian Scholar for sure isn't going to make it. Oh, Spit Flame is strong. Boy. I don't have any dragons, though. So I shall not take it. Bone to Ash. Fell Spectre is a flyer. And I like flying. That's that. Between that and Rock's Oracle, so we'll get the Fell Spectre for the flying. And boy, everything is going to cost 4 in this whole deck. This is wild. And I like Infectious Horror. Yep. Why not? Another forecast. Clan Caller for sure. Yep. I have... That's an elf. Do I only have one? A Rejuvenator? Only one Rejuvenator. So I'll grab the Clan Caller and look at grabbing a few more elves then on purpose. Oh, I like Daggerback Basilisk. I like the Harpy because it flies. I'm going to grab it. Alpine Moon is trash. Ravenous Harpy for flying. Thank you. Hungering Hydra. Hello. Gosh, Hungering Hydra's like... It's going to serve as quite the bomb, I believe. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it's top... One of the top cards. It's like 60th in the list. Yeah, we'll grab it. I need... Well, I've got some top end bombs. I need some cheaper creatures. I'm gonna go with Daggerback to fit into that 3 slot. Giant Spider for sure. Yes, thank you, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 8 creatures that would have power 4 or greater to trigger Colossal Majesty. Conditional draw, which is better than nothing. I'm going to pick it up and play with it. I'm going to pick it up and determine later whether or not it will be used. I like more giant spiders for the reach. I don't have enough flying in here, so I want to make sure I can block flyers as they come in. Sovereign's Bites, let's do it. I know it's not a very high rated card, but I like the 3 for 3 damage. Talons of Wildwood gets interesting. Alright, we'll grab it. Plummet, yep. We'll see if it makes it. And we'll go black and green. Oaken Form is better than a Vigilance, a Plummet, thank you, and another Forest. How perfect was that? Okay. We've got to cut 17 cards out of the deck. So, let's see where we're at. How many creatures? So 22, a good number of creatures. Root Snare, I'm not in love with Root Snare. I like Titanic Growth, I like Rabid Bite. I don't need Naturalize right away. Maybe I should include a Naturalize. I like the enchants for my Harpy, which flies. I like Daggerback Basilisk. I like Oaken Form. I do all the flyers. Okay, so this is, look at this. This isn't even a curve here. See this? 10, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards that are all above 4. That is ridiculous. So let's cut some creatures in the 4 space. Bristling Boar is like an opposite of the two-headed zombie. And I think Menace is going to be better than not Menace. And I've got to make some cuts. So I sort of like what's happening where it's 2, 3, 10, 9, and 8. But I think I would be happier at 10, 8, 6. Keeping Vivian for sure. Keeping the Dreadmaws for sure. Definitely keeping Poison Tip Archer. He's great. I only have 1 giant spider, so that'll block flying pretty nicely. 1 strangling spores and 1 skeleton archer. Maybe the skeleton archer isn't worth it. Alright, you 2 guys get cut. What did I just cut by accident? Fell Spectre goes back. Skeleton archer goes. That's 48. We gotta look at the 3 space. Blanchwood armor may not be as strong because I'll have a mix of forests and swamps here, so I'll cut it. In the 2 space, I've got a lot of non-creatures. Let's address that. Abnormal endurance. 2 sovereigns bites, 2 plummets, and a rabid bite. Maybe 1 plummet, and use it just in case. We'll cut the wall of vines. We'll cut the duress. 4 more to cut. What are we doing? 7 swamps, 10 forests. I like to do, yep. 8 and 9, I think, is a better mix. Let's look at our creatures. We're looking for 16. Good. 16 creatures is a good place to land. Now let's look at our non-creature spells. What? Plague Mare is going to remove a few things, but not much. Rabid Bite and Plummet will help. Plummet's maybe too conditional. Let's cut it. We'll keep Titanic Growth. I like Titanic Growth. 1 Elvish Rejuvenator is fine with me because it's also a creature. Gets a land into play. I like Oaken Form. Stick in the 2 space. Maybe the Sovereign's Bites do have to go. Abnormal endurance. It's going to have to go. We're going to peak at 3. That's okay. That's okay. 2 more. We'll cut the Sovereign's Bites. Alright. Yeah, they knew they wouldn't make it. Alright. Vivian's little army of strange over here. We got vampires. We got enchants. This tends to work pretty good if you can get a flyer out there. But we'll see. Especially Ravenous Harpy, so you can sacrifice it if they get killed or something, and then the Harpy gets bigger. This could be strong. But there's a lot of removal in the set too. Murder is a thing, and everybody's susceptible to murder. So we'll see what happens. Let's try and draft with this. And I know this is going to be best of 1s, which is cool because it's a little more like janky friendly, and I think that brings the camera back. And yeah, we're good to go. Let's get started. Played to 3 losses this time, and it's ranked, so all the smart players are playing in ranked. Hopefully they take it easy on me. I'm gonna try to like keep my head. You know, sometimes I just lose it. I don't. I have my Plague Mare and 3 swamps. I would need to draw into a green mana source, but at least I would get the Plague Mare out there, and then that might help me. I'm gonna hang on to it, and hopefully in a couple of turns I can at least draw into a green mana source. There it is. Perfect. And then on turn 4, depending on how this goes, maybe I drop the Basilisk first, and it's kind of a scary blocker. There we go. So the Swiftclaw dies to Plague Mare. Maybe he's got another one of those. Or a 1/1 or something. Or a Resplendent Angel. I hope not. Okay. Yeah, so we'll get it out there right away. His Rustwing Falcon lives, which is frustrating. Surprised we don't see more Rustwing Falcons out there. So 1 casting, 1/2, but Healer's Hawk has kind of taken the place of that guy. Nothing I can do about that. Strangling Spores will work on the dude, but so will the dagger back. No reason to attack yet. And I've got a couple good removals here. So I got Strangling Spores, and I got a Rapid Bite. And tons of mana, so if I draw into my expensive stuff, I'll be able to resolve some things. Okay, so I've got an Oaken Form. Somebody gets +3/+3, which will definitely be the Death Touch. So here we go. We'll Oaken Form. Oaken Form, here we go. And I will Rabid Bite here and here. Okay. Swing in for 7. And then, with any luck, I can Strangling Spores the Rustwing Falcon, unless he gets a buff that makes him... Okay, that's... whatever, dude. Well, I can still Strangling Spores when he's left with 2/1/1, so that's fine. This Heroic Reinforcements is so good. I'm not going to do that at all, actually. Play a Trample, Strangling Spores, a Flyer, so it just stops attacking me with it. Swing in for 6. There we go. Cool. Play it. Play our Colossal Majesty, because it's going to trigger. And we'll attack with the Dreadmaw. Hopefully he doesn't get punched in his face. I can block one. Don't think he's got too many awesome combat tricks in red and white space for this. I think the game's alright. Yep. Winning in the ranked tier. Did we rank up? Oh, that's terrific. Bronze, tier 3. There we go. Man, I am not the best at limited play, so I really got to practice with this. But I'm winning some gems back, getting some packs, but really mostly trying to get my rank up there for limited. It's, you know, guys who have their limited rank at like gold and above are just have my respect for life. You know, those guys are good at this game. That's what that means. It's just they're just good at it. So I got the Clan Caller. Really wants to have another Clan Caller, but I like all this flying, so I'm gonna hang on to it. And I go first, which I also like. So yeah, green, double green, Clan Caller. That should scare him into some sort of removal of my Clan Caller if he's got it. He's going to say, oh, I cannot let this Clan Caller call another Clan Caller. He must have some elves in there. I don't. This isn't going to work out very well. But we'll go with the Harpy. Get some flying down. Yeah, here we go. That's all the Clan Caller's going to do. Just attack for 1. That's it. Sigil Sword is good. Good stuff there. Oaken Form, definitely Oaken Form on the Harpy. Cool. And then we'll start dropping some blockers and hopefully we get some land, but for the most part, we should be able to fly in there. Do they have lifelink? Or just vigilance? Okay, cool. Can deal with vigilance. Do a Fel Spectre, make him discard. Use the Fel Spectre as a blocker for the 2/2. Okay, cool. 4 gets +1/+1, 5, 6. We'll use, and I'll drop my dagger back and use him as a blocker too, but the Flyers might be able to swing home and win me the game. Is this destroy target artifact or enchantment? It does. It's also attacking. So I'm going to take 5. If I draw into a land, I can... Okay, well I can't do that. Did he get first strike? +2/+0 and vigilance and as a knight. Okay, so we'll drop our dagger back for some death touch. Save the mana. Let me see. So I could sacrifice my clan caller and swing in for 6. I'm going to swing in for 6 anyways. Or for 5. Sack him anyways. Swing in for 5. Save my 1/3 as a blocker. Because all I need to do, if I draw a land source, I can play Vivian. If I don't, I can play a zombie. He's got some things to resolve on my board state right now. So I don't have to worry so... Okay. And you get credit for 2 wins at the bronze stage, so that's nice. I'm just getting gold for my daily quest. I just didn't finish it all. It's hard to do some deck techs when like on pre-release weekend, just because everybody's got like crazy combos out there right now. Orzhov control looks interesting with all the Orzhov removal and life gain and the Eldest Reborn, and then you got weird like Mortify and Kaya's death to everything. It's weird stuff going on. It's gonna be fun to play with, but while you're playing against it, you just kind of go, what? Wow, is everybody done for the day? Nobody wants to play draft anymore? I can't wait for the day when there's like a group of 8 people in a queue and then we all get to play together and have a chat feature and potentially talk a little trash. Not that I would want to do that. I go first. Oh man, all my bombs in one place. Hungering Hydra. It's fabulous. I'm gonna hang on to this hand. It might cause me to lose the game here. Hopefully not. My opponent mulligans. That was probably, I should have done that. I just can't shake the Oakenform, the Vivian Reed, and the Menace. I mean, Menace, Oakenform, +3/+3 on a Menace creature is terrific. Yeah, I'm not doing a 0/0 Hydra. Cool. 2, not doing it. I'll wait till the 3rd, no, not even 3rd turn. Oh, I've really got to get either a 3 casting or a I could do a 2/2 Hydra. Why don't I do a 2/2 Hydra? It's a good idea. He's playing white, so he's going to have removal or luminous bonds or something wild in there. Here it comes. I could Oakenform on my Hydra. Oh, no, I'm not blocking. That's funny. Wait a minute. Yep. I could save my Strangling Spores and then block, and then Strangling Spores, and my Hydra takes 1 and becomes a 3/3. I like that idea better, though he may have another Knight's Pledge, which would really suck. He knows something's up. He's like, what are you doing? Oh, does he have a trick? I hope not. That's an expensive combat trick right there. I don't think there's like a Gideon's Resolve in Core 19. He's got 2 white mana, so he doesn't have... Oh, rats. Alright, Death Touch will have to do it. And that should stop this nonsense right here. And flying. Okay. Alright, that's fun. There's that. Here's this.
Would you like to see what sometimes
we're going to kill the enchantment there, right? There we go. And I want to save my Basilisk for a blocker. And then we're going to start the digging engine here. He had some mana issues at first, so hopefully we can take a little bit of... Okay. Of course. Why not? Wrong thing. There we go.
The wilds are my shield.
I'm not gonna attack yet. We're not gonna be able to resolve the Pegasus Courser until we get the giant spider down. Okay. Slow start to this game. Slow start for me. Okay. Now he has to attack Vivian Reed, which isn't gonna do too much. We'll play our forest. We'll drive Viv.
Meet my newest friend.
Grab another forest, doesn't matter. Play the giant spider. Now the giant spider is going to serve as the Pegasus Courser killer. Blocker, so to speak. We'll use Vivian to kill the Luminous Bonds, and then start swinging home with a 9/9 Dreadmaw. Unless he's got another Luminous Bonds, but either way, we'll still resolve it. What I'm gonna do?
I've seen
dig.
things that would break someone like you.
Yep. I'll just grab Tramplers. Attack with the Death Touch. This is pretty scary for him. He probably doesn't want to block. Dwarven Priest might be a... Nope, not even going to block. He must have something good in there. So that puts me at 9. I don't like that so much. Star Crown Stag. We're gonna kill Pegasus.
Feel
Pegasus
the
Courser came out in
wrath of Scala.
Dominaria too, right? We'll drop a creature. And yep, well, we'll just start swinging home with this big fat Dreadmaw right here. Oh, he took it, so that means he must have something here. He really wants to tap my Basilisk with his Star-Crowned Stag, otherwise I block the Stag with it, and the Death Touch does its thing. Dwarven Priests. Okay. Cool. He drops a good game. I wonder if he's thinking that the game's going my way right now. I would think so. There's Cleansing Nova, which he could be sitting on. So I'm going to save some creatures, and I'm just going to keep attacking for this 9 right here. This is my strategy. That's all I got. And I only have 2 blockers. So he could kill Vivian. Revitalize, that's decent. So no threat of a Cleansing Nova. I can't resolve the Luminous Bonds this turn. Okay, well I'm Death Touching. Okay, that's okay. Alright. Cool. This is working well. Another rank up. Here we go. Now it's climbing. And a daily card reward is a drill bit. That's funny. Huh. That's interesting with the spectacle in there. That's like a 1 black version of Thought Erasure. It's good. This is working. when I did this pre-release set back in the summertime, I got beat by like Goreclaw and a combination of the Poison Tip Archer and Goreclaw. It was really strong. I was kind of frustrated with how good it worked. We're on the draw. I will keep that. I've got a couple of plays I can make. Say I don't draw into the right mana mix. I could be hosed, but such is the way the game goes. I believe it was Janet Jackson one time who once said, "That's the way Magic the Gathering goes." Something like that. So I need a forest in a bad way. In a really bad. This is lifelink, not death touch. Oh boy. Oh, this is not good. Okay. This isn't great at all. Is this a vigilance creature too? Okay, well I'm obviously going to block. I'm not taking 6 for free, huh? And one forest would really... No. No, this isn't happening. Okay, alright. Discard a card. Strangling Spores go. I don't like to discard removal, but I don't see myself getting enough mana to play Strangling Spores and something else. I'm not going to save it. 6 and 5. This is strong right here. Thank you. Okay, a third swamp. Not ideal. Should have taken a mulligan. Well, now we know. There's another game coming. That's alright. You don't lose rank for... Oh, of course. Alright. That's... At least it's quick. Ha! Aha! I will death touch you. Does Vindmare also trample? No. So both of my Basilics would have obviously handled that nicely, but didn't get the mana I needed, so... Okay. Alright, you win. Good work. Beaten by 4 cards. You don't lose rank at bronze, so at least there's that. So 3 and 1, not a terrible start at all. It's actually one of the best I've done in draft so far is this right here. But again, I think core 19 or core sets in general are easier to draft than the guild sets, like Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance. You really want to pick a guild, and there's a lot of hope involved. Although if I got this much Golgari out of a Guilds of Ravnica draft, I'd have been super happy. A Planeswalker to boot. Would have been cool. I've gotten a Planeswalker in all of my drafts so far. Pulled Kaya the other day and Ravnica Allegiance. Not sure if it was wise to play that card, but I did. No creature, so this is a mulligan. Don't want to get stuck again. Creature, so we'll take it. And oh, I want that in my hand. So we'll put the Poison Tip Archer to the bottom because I need land more than I need the Poison Tip Archer. And if I don't get Vivian Reed, we'll just not count on him coming out. Cool. So I've got some plays to make me happy while I wait for Hungering Hydra. Man, this is how it's going to go down, huh? No land? I will, of course, take the 2. I'll trade 2 for 2. They both lifelink, so there's no point in blocking. There's no point in worrying about trying to resolve this damage, because I've got a 2/1 myself. Okay, I'll drop the Plague Mare. Maybe a little premature, but that's okay with me, because... changes the board state for me slightly, so I'm okay with that. Any forest would be super useful right now. This is neat artwork. Here we go again. Sometimes it's really exaggerated when you're not getting your mana in the computer version of the game. It happens all the time on paper, but it's just not as prevalent. Because we play a lot more games in this format, so it's like you start to get conspiracy theory on the computer. Hey, wait a minute, dude. Why you threw me, man? Okay. Any mana source can play two-headed zombie. I mean, even another swamp, I could do it. Wonder what he's got in his hand. He's got 4 cards and 5 mana and still isn't making any plays. I'm probably accidentally playing around Cleansing Nova. I'm not trying to, I'm just not getting enough land. He might have like a Luminous Bonds or something also that he's just not able to play because I don't have any creatures. I'm trying, dude. It's not my fault. It is, well, I don't think it's my fault. Yeah, he's holding removal. This is unbelievable. Colossal Majesty and a 2-headed zombie with Luminous Bonds is perfect. He's always there. He's not gonna die. Graveyard Marshal, which he can start exiling now and getting 2/2 zombies out. That's kind of interesting. Oh, this is wild. What is happening? What is there, like 7 of these in the whole deck? Yeah, we're gonna attack. I don't think he's gonna block. That would be silly. He could create a 2/2 and then block with it, but he can only create 1, right? He's got 2. He could create 2 2/2s. What? Okay. Nothing I can do about that. How have I gone through so much more of my deck than he has? I'm at 26, he's at 30. Oh, he's got more cards in there. He's doing more than 40. Oh, that's weird. Why am I not getting a single land? I mean, at some point I'll have to draw one, right? Just one forest will do. This is infuriating right here. There's nothing worse than just watching somebody else play the game while you literally can't do anything about it. Unbelievable. At least I can block the 2/2 down without losing my Spectre. Again, I'm looking at a Death Touch creature that will just kill him without thinking about it, but I can't play him because I don't have enough land. I could make him a 4/6, which would be an effective blocker against his Graveyard Marshal. If I get a forest, that's what I'm going to have to do, or I'm dead. Or drop my Basilisk, which Death touches, but then he could probably murder it. You don't have to attack. You can just do that, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm dead. That's game. Yeah, make more zombies. That's the point of the Graveyard Marshal, dude. You should be making a whole bunch of these. I don't know. There's nothing I can do. Just so unfortunate. Got 2 Basilisks. So he swings in with everything. He goes, just turns them all sideways. He wins the game. Yep, Angel of Dawn. That's good. So I can block here, and die. Yep, that's right. Unbelievable. So 2 games in a row. I just watched the defeat happen in slow motion. That's fun. By fun, I mean not fun. Not fun at all. But the thing is, you got to remember that you can lose a couple of times. I won 3 games in a row and then lost, so I can win 3 games in a row again and still come out of here with 6 wins. Maybe even 7. Maybe I could win, 4 games in a row. Don't let the pressure get to you. Those are my tips. Tips from a very amateur drafter. Sometimes, the games don't go your way. You really got to rely on having the cards that are going to win that particular game. Not everybody gets a strong draft, so you've got to just play the cards you're given. So I've got the land I need for everything, but I don't have anything else. So again, I got to take a mulligan. Okay, 2 lands here, but I've got a black and a green, and I will rely on the scry to help me out. And not a clan caller. Hopefully I can get a 3rd land, and with my Elvish Rejuvenator get a 4th. The Rejuvenator is sort of like a really good Llanowar Elf, because if Llanowar Elves die, you lose your mana source. If the Rejuvenator lives, you keep. It doesn't matter. He can die, and then you still keep your mana source. This again. 2 draws, no land. Oh, come on. What is happening? Alright. This is just how it's going to go down, huh? There we go. Alright. So now we'll do our Basilisk. We'll start to threaten some removal here. So this should keep him from attacking with everything. So I'll take 2, and then I'll Rabid Bite. Yep. And unless he's also got a shock in there. He did that to get inside my head a little bit. That could be a little squirrely, but whatever. Get my Poison Tip Archer down. Hopefully he stays. I think 3 toughness is pretty good in this set. And then I'll start with some removal, like Rabid Bite, Talons. I'm gonna block. Mighty Leap. Right, because he's got Death Touch. So he kills my archer. But whatever. I feel like I've got enough mana in enough of a mana base now to go to town, so I think we're good. And he's also mana screwed pretty bad too. So, that happens. It's not just me. We Rapid Bite down the Rustwing Falcon. Absolutely. Yep. Boom. Menace can't be blocked anyway, so I'm happy with his 4 power. So we'll Talons of Wildwood on the Basilisk, which gives him a 3/3 with Trample, right? So now I've got 2 threats, which makes me very happy. I don't like to load up on just 1 creature. I like to load up on 2 creatures. Makes it a lot scarier when you got to defend from 2 angles all of a sudden. Drop Viv.
How this thing goes is up to you. Come to me.
We'll grab a Dreadmaw. 3. Well, I don't have the mana for a Dreadmaw just yet. So we'll grab another 2-headed zombie. No problem. I don't mind waiting for a land. I could have grabbed a land, but I think this is a smarter pick just because I can cast it next turn. I wonder if he's thinking about just folding. He's got priority due to his Goblin Motivator here. Swinging at everything. He can choose not to block and then try and get Vivian on the crackback. He has to block the Basilisk. and he's still going to take 5. This has trample as well, so... Yep, I could play a whole lot of mana to get that back, but I don't know if I want to. He could give the Gallant Cavalry haste, but doesn't, which is awesome.
You can't stop nature.
Okay, I'm going to grab the Child of Night to use as a blocker. This is going to be a game where we pop Vivian's ultimate in 2 turns, and our creatures will be indestructible, and that's how we win. The only, well, he will have like lava axes and spit flames, and is Banefire's core 19? Yeah, so he could have some direct damage in a big enough supply to do something about Vivian, but I don't think we'll see it in time to be worthwhile for him. Virtually all of his creatures kill all of my creatures. These are just vigilance, right? Not first strike. So I will block with Child of Night, save my Death Touch. Okay, this is good. Dig, and then she's dead next turn by my choice. I don't think she's worth... Oh, I gotta take the Hungering Hydra. I don't think it's worth keeping Vivian alive past 8. Especially in draft. If this wasn't a draft, I might, but I'm going to drop Plague Mare. Kills the Goblin Motivator. Drops his other dudes down quite a bit, just for no other reason than to kill the Goblin Motivator. That's all I'm trying to do here. So now I've got blockers, and we're going to go with a Rejuvenator here. Just to serve as a 1/1 blocker. And we'll get a Forest out of the deal. We won't attack. The next turn we pop Viv's ultimate, play a Fatio Hungering Hydra, and that should end the game. Definitively. End the game. Anyway, okay. Who knows? That was tricky. But see, like, I could have got pissed off and just, like, stopped playing good, and just because I lost those 2 games in a row. But sometimes you got to keep your head. That, you know, focus was worth 150 gems. Dang, getting some gems back. I like that. And I'm coming out pretty okay with gems-wise. I saved up almost 1,000 for this release. I bought 2,000 gems for like $5 or whatever, so it wasn't that bad. My goal is to not to spend as little as money as possible, but you know, I work hard for my money. I want to hang on to that stuff. But I also like to play the game, and I want to compete at a pretty high level, so I want to make sure I get some value out of it. Okay, I can get behind this for sure. Yeah, this is pretty good right here. And I go first, so it's going to be like, I'm playing mono green. I'm not. I'm just whatever. I'm happy that I've won more games than I've lost, even if I lose right now. Like it's good. I love Kaya, the new Planeswalker. Removes permanents with a casting cost 1 or less. This Fountain of Removal just gets removed, and you giggle. It's hilarious. Rejuvenator. We'll look for another Forest. Yep, comes into play. Bam. That's great. This is wonderful. That was a 1-turn early Vivian, so turn 4, thanks to my Rejuvenator. And we'll lay in with some extra creatures. We'll not attack, I want the blocker. So I really want to get this to 8 as quickly as possible. Do I have any creatures? My best bet is a giant spider. I'll have 5, potentially 6 mana. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, he knows. She's too strong. You can't let her live. Okay, squashed. Sorry, dude. Okay, we'll use Vivian.
I've seen
Hopefully I can get a
things that
cheap
would break
creature.
Someone like you.
I'll take a dagger back. Okay, okay. Alright. Okay, now something I've been curious about. If I Rabid Bite, does the Death Touch work? So if I Rabid Bite here to here, is it gonna do... I'm gonna do an experiment. Death Touch kicks in, kills him. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Death Touch. Some of the... like some of these target creature deals damage to, you gotta be careful, because if there's one of them, I forget what it is, but it's the spell that does the damage, not the creature doing the damage. So things like Death Touch. I think it was an emblem effect for one of those weird like weekend events, and the emblem did the damage, not the Death Touch. I tried to go like all Death Touch and it did not work out, and I was frustrated. I may have quit early that day. I don't know. Sometimes I do that. Okay, I can handle an Epicure of Blood. We will grab another, hopefully a creature. Colossal Dreadmaw? Yeah, sounds good. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, and we'll drop the Dreadmaw. Use him as a blocker if we have to. We won't attack, and we'll just get the emblem out there. They don't get lifelink, but they get Vigilance, Trample, +2/+2, and Indestructible. There's no chance of a board wipe at this point. Cool. It's the Indestructible and Trample pieces that are really terrific. And Vigilant, I mean, it's a terrific emblem. Okay, that's the game. Dope. Cool. He was looking for who knows what. I mean, even with the, because he lost the mana to sacrifice the Fountain of Renewal. It's a tricky sacrifice. Another uncommon. Well, I have not seen a rare in days. Alright, 5 wins in. Cool. Rocking and rolling. I should take another stab at Ravnica Allegiance Draft. I don't think I had a very good good set of packs come my way. And I took a Planeswalker. I shouldn't have, but whatever. Okay, good deal. Oh, this is great. Yes. I've got my 1 black. I don't have anything that costs 2, and I've got creatures and creatures galore. Colossal Dreadmaw. Yes. Alright. 2 Basilisks, they get played next and next. I don't know that I necessarily care about his Child of Night doing stuff, because I can drop my Giant Spider and use it as a blocker next turn. I can just save up for Higher Blade. I don't even have to worry about Higher Blade. I think I can take 5. I don't think he's going to attack. I don't think he's going to do it. He is. I'm going to block. I don't want to take 5. That's a lot. Now comes down my Giant Spider. After he... is a Centaur? That's okay. Which is the one I would block. So we'll do Giant Spider in this order. Then Poison Tip Archer. I'll block the Centaur Courser first. And then I can block his Child of Night, and then he starts... Poison Tip Archer starts doing his thing. Unless he's got Titanic Growths as well. That could happen. This could be the end of my Giant Spider. And probably is, from the looks of things. Yeah. Whatever, dude. I could use mana again. Mana problems, yo. Yeah, why not? No reason not to. Well, I'm at 10. This is concerning. I'm gonna have to drop my archer. It's time, buddy. Out you go. And I could Strangling Spores, so I'll be at, gosh, I'll be at 6 if I'm lucky. Or I could drop a Basilisk instead of a Strangling Spores, and then when the Basilisk dies, he'll lose 2 from the archer. I don't know what the best play is. It's between the Strangling Spores to kill one of his dudes. Macabre Waltz. How funny. Well, you may as well play one. I know exactly what you have. You're not hiding anything. Alright, so I'm going to drop. Do I Rabid Bite a guy? I can. Which would have the same effect. Oh, this sucks. I wish I would have got a land right there. And then I could drop a Basilisk and then Rabid Bite and then be in a much better position. I'm going to drop the Basilisk. Because that gives me 2 blockers, right? I can block here, and then I can block here, or here. It doesn't much matter. I can block 2 of them, and then take 4, and then hopefully start to turn the game around. I can Strangling Spores on his Hired Blade if that's the route he wants to go. Right one, okay, Death Touch wins. Okay. There we go. There we go. Elvish Rejuvenator. We'll get a land, and then I'll Rabid Bite. We'll take a black. Then I've got 6 for my Dreadmaw, so we'll Rabid Bite the Rejuvenator to the Child of Night. Take 1. Ha! And that still gives me 2 blockers here, so and one of them would die if he does, you know, swing in. Of course, he is going to flash in his Hired Blade at the last minute here. I'm not going to attack. And I'm going to have to Strangling Spores on his Hired Blade, and at the most I'll take is 2. Here we go. We're going to block this way. Alright. Okay. Nope. Change of plans. Dreadmaw. I can block the Hired Blade with Dreadmaw, block a Sentinel. Plague Mare. And then I'm going to issue some removal just because I don't want to get eaten up on the Crackback. Swing in for 6. There we go. Okay, that was tricky. And I can Oaken Form on the Colossal Dreadmaw unless this is something crazy. Okay, it's not. There we go. Oh boy, this was a tricky one. Even if he blocks down, he'll take 4, he'll take 7 still because of Poison Tip Archer. Poison Tip Archer is one of my favorite bombs in Core 19. And it turns out Vivian Reed is also. It's worked out really well. Thanks, buddy. That was a good one. That was a good game. I do agree. Can we make Silver Tier? How exciting for us. And see, I said it. I could win 3 games in a row even after losing 2 in a row, and it happens. So you want to make sure you don't just walk away. And keep up that focus, you know. This is what the pros deal with. I hearken back to Hackers. Who remembers Hackers from the 90s? That relatively great movie. I forget what the guys with like the sparkly faces were. I forget their names, but they always said, "You want to be elite." I think of that a lot. Like, you want to be elite, you got to play like the pros, man. They do this all day. Not this game, but they play on paper, you know, and like at the big events. This guy's in the silver tier. So I'm expecting to die 4, 4, and 6, but I've got a ton of mana. Last game I clung on until I was able to win. Wonder what will happen here. And even if I lose, it's still 6 and 3. That's not bad. This will be interesting. Wonder if he's got like a deck that's actually going to work and have some synergy and be really good. Though having a 3rd turn Plague Mare is strong against Leonins and not a Vampire Neonate, but something else. Okay. Not insurmountable. Got my 4th mana, so we'll do a Fel Spectre to try and whittle away at his hand here. 2-headed zombies also have menace, that's kind of nice. And Vampire Neonate's a stupid blocker. Cool. Yep, I want him to discard something. I wonder what his game plan is there, to invoke the Divine on his Fountain of Renewal? Or is he worried about some of the other enchantments in this, or the artifacts in this set, like the axe? I see I passed up on the Marauder's axe and it never came back. Yep, I want to get a forest out here. Out. And we'll swing in for 1. No point to attack with the Plague Mare, he just blocks down. And if I happen to draw a land, Colossal Dreadmaw comes out. If I don't, I think we go with the Harpy, and we get rid of the Plague Mare and the Rejuvenator. Non-creature, non-land? Sorry, dude. You got nothing. I don't like Duress. I thought about it. I don't like it for that reason, because there's a lot of creatures when you draft or when you play sealed, and they stick around. Oh, great. That's terrific. So change of plans. We'll definitely get the Poison Tip Archer down. And then we'll start sacrificing creatures to the Harpy, which triggers the Archer, and also makes the Harpy bigger. It's fabulous. This is great. This game just swung in the right direction. Unless he's got a Cleansing Nova. I would not be happy about that. Yep, we'll do the Harpy first. I'll attack with the Poison Tip Archer because he's got Death Touch. So if he chooses to block him down, he Death Touches anyway. Yeah, so it's... Some people miss that. I wonder if he knows it's coming. Yeah, he must know. My Plague Mare's not doing much, so I'm going to sacrifice it to the Harpy. My Rejuvenator gets sacrificed to the Harpy. That'll be at the end of my turn. And then we'll hopefully fly on home for some damage. Okay. Good attack. Yes. Bye-bye, Rejuvie. Did your job. Thanks, sir. Yes, buy that Plague Mare. You're a horse of okay, a horse of another color. Yep, I'll go with the Dreadmaw. And if he does have some sort of a board wipe, I've got 2 of my zombies, which I'm okay with hanging on to. So this is a good 6 damage that he can't do anything about. Well, he could block, but he's not gonna. He likes that neonate too much. So 1, I'm not really worried about it. He's got a ton of mana there, though. Goodness. Okay, good game. And is that 7? Did I do it again? And I got up to silver. Cool. That's really cool. I'm very happy about that. I think silver in limited is something. Awesome. 7 and 2. That's what a hell of a weekend I'm having. So let's claim that prize for sure. It's another 950 gems. So I got all my gems back plus 2 packs. That is terrific. Very happy about this. Draftsim.com is a thing. Let's open them up. See what we got here. This is pretty cool. I could use any of the Planeswalkers, Nicol Bolas, Graveyard Marshals even. I don't have a lot in this set. I'm very happy with whatever I get here. This is cool. Plus it's giving me Vault Progress, which I like a lot. Chaos Wand, whatever. Chaos Wand is fine. Cool. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. Appreciate all the support I'm getting. You guys are you know, making my day every time I see those subscriptions tick up. I do appreciate that. So do remember to subscribe. I'll be doing some deck techs with the new Ravnica Allegiance stuff that's come out and some of the changes I'm making to the deck archetypes that exist and are also good. So thanks again for watching. Y'all have a good weekend now.